What's up, Raven Nation? It's Tim and Chris Sports Talk coming back at you. One on one, episode one. We didn't get a chance to address the situation with the team about Earl Thomas getting released. We all know that was big news going around the castle. So we're gonna get our thoughts about it, and we're gonna ask y'all to go ahead and comment on it when y'all get it. But I'm gonna kick it off to my boy Chris and try to see how you feel about us releasing Earl Thomas.
All right, so to me, honestly, the Earl news was real shocking. I didn't know he was that much of a cancer in the locker room. Apparently, this goes back to last year. I know he kind of had a little friction with Brandon Williams and it rubbed some people the wrong way, but it goes deeper than that. They was finding him last year for missing meetings, and at the end of the year, they give an exit meeting at the end of the year. For all the players, he skipped the exit meeting. And it rolled over into this year. I didn't realize it was that bad. And it sounded like Earl was on like an ego trip because honestly, I had listened to 105.7.
Yeah.
And John Clayton was on there. He was like, and John Clayton, he covered Seattle, the Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, Earl was real humble. He was real quiet in Seattle. He wasn't like a bad teammate. He wasn't, so it kind of shocked me when he said that. I'm like, huh? Like, it's
right,
so
yeah.
Earl might be on like an ego trip. He signed this big contract. He feel like they can't get rid of me. He feel like he got a spot solidified. So
exactly.
I mean, that could boost your ego. I mean, you start feeling like you the man. You know what I mean? So, and he already was having trouble picking up the defense. You know what I mean? Last year.
Yeah, I saw it
down because in Seattle, all he was running was cover three. He said all we was running was cover three. I just had to play my part. I ain't had to do nothing. And wink defense, you got to think and you got to communicate. Mm-hmm. He don't have that luxury here. You know what I mean? So it's for him because I knew when the news came out that he got in a fight and they was talking about releasing, and I'm like, it's got to be deeper than that. It's more than just a fight. Fights happen all the time. So it sounded like this was boiling and boiling and boiling, and it just boiled over. And Chuck blew a gasket. If you see that video. Chuck
that was a wild video.
Like, he was like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, for you to throw him off a busted coverage, Chuck blew a gasket. And Chuck seemed pretty mild mannered, so it sounded like in practice, Earl kind of just been doing his own thing, and Earl with ball hawks, they gamble a lot.
Absolutely.
So as a ball hawk, when you gamble, sometimes you kind of leave, your the other safety or corners on the island, they might coverage might get blown. You know what I mean? So when that stuff keep happening over and over, and then for you to be jumping routes and trying to cheat, and you not getting a bunch of interceptions. He had 2 picks last year. If Earl had 10, I think he might have played out a little differently. But he had 2 picks last year, so you blowing assignments and you not getting picks. So it's like a double whammy.
It's like 10 on 11 basically.
Yeah. So because Ed used to gamble all the time, but Ed would come up with 10 picks for the year. You know what I mean? So I just think with Earl, and it kind of hurts me because I like Deshaun. Deshaun has potential, but he can't stay healthy. You know what I mean? It's like Jimmy. he's like the safety, like the safety Jimmy. When he on the field, he can make plays, but when the best ability is availability. If you ain't there, what good are you to me? So, I'm hoping that Deshaun can stay healthy. If he does, I think I think we'll be fine because I don't think Deshaun will gamble as much as Earl. He'll stay disciplined. He don't, so a lot of stuff won't be getting beat over the top. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, true.
And it seems like they got real good communication off the field with Chuck and Deshaun, because they said, they're like, when they was in the press,
definitely got to be on
that's
the
my
same
guy.
page.
Chuck is my guy, and Deshaun my guy. They was really bigging each other up. So I think as long as Deshaun can stay healthy, I think we'll be okay. So we'll see. We'll see how bad the loss hurts, and I'm like I said, I'm still a little mad because they said Earl was having a decent camp. You know what I mean? Like he was in shape.
I would see like the tweets and stuff saying he was doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was actually making his practices on time finally. You know what I'm saying? But then,
So with Earl, it sounded like he was like I said, it sounded like he was on an ego trip and he wasn't all the way in. when you got a Super Bowl or bust team and a team with the potential to go to a Super Bowl, everybody got to be on the same page. Everybody got to be on one accord. You feel me? So you can't have nobody half-assing it. You know what I mean? You can't have nobody missing meetings because they wanted to get their car washed. You know what I mean? Like,
I got my car washed. Like, you got to take every practice, every meeting, every game like it's a Super Bowl. You got to really put in. So, I feel it.
When you missing meetings because you want to get, you're not all in. We need everybody all in, and it says a lot when the report started coming out. Nobody backed Earl. Nobody back.
And that's what I'll jump on.
Nobody came up and back.
Like, no, like your quarterback, your running back, like
nobody came out and back. Nobody came out and backed Earl. And when the tweet came out that the players leadership council, so the veteran leadership in the locker room, they said they okay with letting him go. That tells you a lot. You know what I mean? That tells you a whole lot.
Your name, Earl Thomas, is not getting you as far as it did in Seattle. Like it's not going to happen like that. And even though, like, you know what I'm saying, I know you had a lot of off-field problems. Like a lot of people, like when we had Terrell Suggs over here, like he had off-field problems, but he left that off-field problems there. Like he never brought it to the locker room. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Right. We never had those issues out of Sizzle. So like when you look at Earl Thomas, like, yo, it's like this is your second year coming into the, you know what I'm saying, to the Ravens. You already know our reputation. We're not having no media negative attention on our team. Like that's not how we roll around here. So, you know, like when players come over here, they pick up the atmosphere from Baltimore. Steve Smith, like, you know, he kept his attitude because people know how he was. But like off field, you never heard nothing about Steve Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like he kept, you know what I mean? He kept the fun on the field. You know what I'm saying? Anquan Boulder, he kept the fun on the field. You know what I mean? All that stuff with your lady, and then with the team, and you fighting your teammates. Yeah, yo, like it's too much for the team to digest. You know what I mean? We coming off of one playoff, you know, we took an L in the playoffs, something that we definitely shouldn't have done. So like we already trying to build on that, and then we got the Earl Thomas show. You know what I'm saying? We can't handle that, bro. That's too much.
Yeah, I think Vinny Serrato always said it best, man. He said when a headache outweigh the production, you gotta get rid of the headache. I completely forgot about the wife. You know the thing over the summer with the wife, man. Like when the team finds out, when everybody else is find out, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Bro. You know what I mean? So he didn't even
all over social media. Then it's messy.
Yeah,
like, it's posted all over the place, and like you forgot that you're a player, like you're a star player, like you know what I'm saying, like your name is Earl Thomas, so everybody know who you are. Like you know what I mean, like you gotta carry yourself as like you're on the field, and like your coaches are watching you when you off for the summer. Like you can't do what your homeboy down the street doing because he ain't gotta worry about that. He going to work tomorrow. You not now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. I mean, and all in all, like I said, I was a little hurt about it, but if it's going to better the team, it's going to get Deshaun his play time and get him in the game and get him acclimated with the squad. I think it's a good move. I'm ready to see what Elliott can bring to the table, bro. Like for real, I think he's going to be right.
Yeah,
he can stay healthy. You know what I mean?
He been making plays, you know, from what I've been hearing, you know, in training camp. So, but speaking of training camp, man, we're gonna get over to, you know, what we've been hearing in training camp from the Ravens media. I know I pretty much follow all the Ravens media on Twitter, so you know I'm getting all the reports. We're gonna start with the offense first. All right. So I don't really want to go too depth in the O line outside of Scarab being hurt. I mean, I think they've been saying like McCarry been doing a good job at
he
center.
Definitely came in and he stepped
up. So he been doing a real good job at center, you know, plugging in. I'm hearing good thing about DJ Fluke. I hear him and Calais going back and forth.
Yeah,
I think we kind of know what we got in Stanley and Brown. You know what I mean? Left guard, I'm unsure of. I think they might go Bozeman.
I think Bozeman is definitely stepping up for that leading role.
So
I like him last season. Like he was doing his thing. So like,
and a lot, and I think you don't have to have the greatest talent on the O line when you got Lamar and Roman, because the scheme helps a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot of downhill blocking in a run game. When you dropping back the pass block, Lamar is so much of a threat, he freezes the defense. You know what I mean? Right. When Lamar goes back, when Lamar drives back, they can't over pursue their rush lanes.
No, you gotta stay home, bro. You have to.
They're so scared of Lamar. So everybody was like, Lamar had 12 Pro Bowlers, 3 of them was on the O line. Outside of yonder, I mean, Stanley stepped up. He played a little bit better, but Lamar makes your job a hell of a lot easier when he freezes the defense. His legs are so much of a threat. Because you got to realize these were the same guys that wasn't Pro Bowls with Joe Flacco. This was the same O-line that was last year. You know, Brown was there, Yonder was there, Stanley. They wasn't Pro Bowlers with Joe. You know, I don't want those shots at Joe, but they wasn't Pro Bowlers with Joe. That Lamar effect, man, he kind of just freezes the whole defense. You know what I mean? So
he make you think about your position twice. Like, okay, I know I got to stop the line, and then he make you think like, okay, is he going to move? So like as a DE, you're automatically thinking like, okay, I can't just bull rush. I gotta look up, like I can't really throw the, you know what I'm saying. So whatever this offensive lineman going to do to me, I gotta try to work it off of it or follow it. Like it's too much to think about, and that's why he gets like 60, 80 yards a game rushing because you don't know where he's going to go. You don't.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
It's easy money.
Yeah, definitely. I like my boy JK. I think he's going to be a definite surprise for the backfield because everybody's so tuned in on Gus Edwards and what Mark Ingram going to do. But when he comes in on them second and third downs, when Mark need a break, you know what I'm saying? He definitely going to take I think he's going to take the top off, bro. I'm calling it. I'm like, I think he's going to get like 600 or 800 yards rushing this season.
Okay. All right. So he's going to get some time.
Yeah. I think he's going to get and then when he like not even all purpose. That's my big
you talking about rushing,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, rushing yards, all rushing.
Right. 600 to 800. So I think Greg Roman's scheme helps any running back. You know what I mean? Sure. I thought when they drafted JK, first of all, I didn't think they was going to draft a running back, but he kind of was one of those. I swore up and down he wasn't going to draft a running back. I was like, man, I ain't drafting no running back. We got Justice Hill. Oh man, what happened?
Dang, I guess the internet didn't want me recording today. That joint just knocked me right off.
It knocked you off?
Yeah.
You want to keep going? You want to keep going? I mean, you were only off for a couple. Yeah, I was about to say you were only off for a couple seconds. I thought you was about to. Damn.
No, we good. Yeah. There's a little technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties. Real quick, my man got knocked off.
Hey, look, like I'm gonna tell the world. I mean, I'm in Texas, my boy back in Maryland, yo. So like, we definitely dedicated to getting this material up. So if it happens a couple times, forgive me. You feel me? Yeah. Well, we're gonna keep rolling though. That's what we do.
It's cool, brother. But like I said, man, I swore up and down before the draft. I remember posting in the group. I'm like, man, ain't no way in the devil's hell that they will draft a running back. And because I'm like, we got Gus, we got Mark at least for another year or two. You know what I mean? Because if Mark produces this year, well, I think they'll bring him back again. Because he's a good veteran leader and he's cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just thought it was no way they would do it. But it was kind of those situations where, a top 2 running back kind of fell in your lap. I think it was like him and like Clyde Edwards-Helaire they like top 2 backs. So they just took it as a kind of like this gem dropped in their lap. So that case, if Mark Ingram, Mark he about to be 31. So if Mark does get hurt, you got another fresh set of legs.
Yeah, you got them fresh legs back there. Yeah, and then with them comparing his college production to someone like Elliott. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it kind of looks like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you go and break it down, when they was, you know what I'm saying, Ohio, like, dude, like them numbers are basically identical. And like when you look at his tape and now like when you see him even in practice, you see his production and it's like, wow, like we really do got that Ray Rice 2.0 back there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he's earning from somebody like Mark Ingram. Like it's got the best of both worlds right now.
Most definitely. And honestly, I thought they was going to use him like they did Ray Rice his rookie year. Because a lot of people don't remember that Ray Rice, he pretty much sat his rookie year. He was behind Willis McGahee and Ron McClain.
Mm-hmm.
And who was the fullback? Neil was the fullback.
Yeah, Lorenzo Neal.
Fullback. So they just used Ray Rice sparingly. You know what I mean? So I thought they was going to use him like that. But the way he's showing off in training camp, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like you got to give him touches. I think Justice Hill might be the odd man out.
I know, and that's my boy, too. I like him.
I like him because of his speed, but I mean, he was flashing in training camp last year, but he didn't blow us away in games. He didn't really. I can't remember a special like Justice Hill play was like, whoa.
True.
You know what I mean? So I think you'll get that. I think you might get that from Diamonds from what I've been hearing, like in the pass game and the run game. They say he's silky smooth.
Yeah, they said the boy. Yeah, if it was flag football, it'd probably be better because he's getting past them. He's getting to the second level of the defense quick. So.
Right. So, I know a lot of people high on Gus. I like Gus because he kind of just does his job. I mean, Gus is not nothing special. He's not going to shake you out your boots. I mean, he's physical. He's a physical runner. He's going to
run at you.
Yeah,
he's literally. He got one cut move, and then he's running straight at you. Like it's not none of that. I'm about to be dancing back here, Barry Sanders.
None of that. He's literally north and south. I don't remember Gus like ever juking anybody. It's literally like
once you get the ball with the offensive line,
get the ball with a full hit of steam, and I'm running through this whole north and south. Whoever in my way, they in my way. You know what I mean? So, I think the running backs. I think we got a solid group, and it's hard to get all 4 carries because as a running back, you got to get in the groove. You got to get touches over and over. You know what I mean? So it's going to be hard trying to feed 4 guys. So I think if anything, Justice might be the odd man out. Because I just think Mark is the lead dog and Gus, the number 2 back. But I mean, Diamonds could bump him out that number 2 spot. We never know. So, but I think Hill might be the odd man out just because he's first of all he's hurt right now, and we got a game in 2 weeks. So we'll see. All right, so I don't think we gotta go too far in depth with like the tight ends. Mark is the guy.
Yeah,
and then Bull is the number 2 guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
3, I'm not too concerned with. I think I like Hayden Hurst. He was real. He was okay. He was good.
When his name was called though, like he produced. So like what I'm saying, I like the when he was called on, he definitely produced for us.
Yeah. It's just he didn't really get the opportunities here. So I think I think as long as Mark stays healthy, he's going to be a top 5 guy. So I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of cut and dry, and I think Bull. They said Bull's getting a little bit better with his route running, so he want to be a little bit more of a receiving threat. Because you remember last year we just thought of Bull as a blocker. You know what I mean? Like you got your 2 receiving ones with Hurst and Andrews, and then you got
whenever you see Boyle. So I think that's another big thing for us too. Like so, I'm so much defense are accustomed to see. Oh, when Nick Boyle on the line, he gonna block. Right, what I'm saying? So have him like what I'm saying, a wonderful decoy. Like what I'm saying. Cracking on the block, but releasing on the flat. Right. Like a lot of people, like we didn't run him like that a lot last season. So what I'm saying, I know our offense, definitely our minds is clicking. So definitely going to use. That's why I'm like, our team is so dynamic because you don't know what you're going to get from the offense
at all. You don't.
You gotta sit back and take it. And if you get us on a 3rd down or whatever, 4th, or it's a punt, you might as well celebrate like you won a Super Bowl.
Right.
We can throw up 56 points a game. You know what I mean? Like we showed it last season, but when we went to LA, they were looking at us like, "What the hell?" Like we got steamrolled. So
most battles. All right. So the receiving core, I'm hearing real good things about Hollywood. I'm glad he bulked up because he was real small last year. I didn't know he was that tiny.
He was little,
he was 157 and he bulked up to like 180 or something like that. So that's good. They say he looking fast as ever. I think with that screw out of his foot, he's going to be able to move a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we see the video, when they show the highlights in camp, like Hollywood doing this thing, man. He getting that speed. Everybody's saying it's like next level. He got a different gear than everybody else. That 4.2 speed, he got a different gear.
When he's doing them double routes, it's like, he's in the first row. Nah, he about to take off now. He's leaving. So and we saw what he did to our boy Marlon. You know what I mean? Yeah. Marlon, you know what I'm saying? He oppressed. He'll keep up with a couple of them, but
Marlon, but Hollywood just hit if you look at that video, Hollywood just hit a different gear, man. He gave him that quick little stutter and just paused Marlon for that quick little blink of an eye, and he was gone, man.
That's all he needed.
That's it. Yep. So I think Hollywood going to show up this year. I think he's going to have a big year. Willie Snead, I've been hearing he's been looking good. He like kind of slimmed down so it could be a little bit more quick, you know what I mean, on his feet. I'm hearing good things about Miles Boykin.
Miles definitely picked up.
I'm hearing he's like getting off the jams better at the line of scrimmage. He's running better routes, you know what I mean? And I always
recall it, like, it was a couple times when even RG3 was in the game. Like he had a couple bomb passes down the field, and he
Yeah.
climbed the ladder and grabbed it. So it's
Yeah.
not that he don't have the, the hands to go up there and grab the ball for us. You know what I'm saying? He just needed that 5 yard, getting off the ball and really getting out there and getting open.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I do like he said it. He's like he said I'm 6'4", you know what I mean? Any 50-50 ball I should be able to grab. So I want him to be that safety valve for Lamar. If he's 1-on-1, Lamar should be like, all right, I got Boynton over there. I'm gonna go ahead and check this up, and he coming down with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I really want that to come of Miles Boynton. And as far as the young guys, I'm hearing Prochet a little bit more than Duvernay. I'm hearing good things from both of them, but they saying like Prochet don't drop nothing. Like anything coming, they say even with the punt returns, they say they get the punt returners. The punters, the kick different type of kicks to him. He's catching everything naturally. So I know he don't have a big time speed, but he could be another safety valve in a slot. You know what I mean? When you get Willie Snead out of there and you put Prochet there, he can make the tough third down catcher. So I'm really anxious to see what these rookies can do when they get in there. I think like Jaleel Scott and the other guys down there, they kind of fighting for the last spot.
Yeah, it's like they always fighting for that spot. It's like, you know what I mean? I like Scott, you know what I'm saying? I really thought he was going to get some playing time, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's like he can't really get to that next level to have the coaches like, okay, yes, we want him off the practice team, bring him in, you know what I'm saying? Get him in a rotation. It's like, it's not going to happen.
Right.
I don't really feel. I think we're going to probably release him this season, probably.
All right. Anything else on the offense? You want to go to the defense, man?
Yeah, let's hop on the defense. Yeah, I'm a defense man. You know, I love that.
All right. So I'm gonna go from each level. I'm gonna start from the D line. I've heard good things about Matabuke. I heard he kind of doing his thing, but I heard Calais is killing. I heard he a whole
nasty out there, man. Like he's a problem, yo.
Yeah,
like,
I think Calais. Yeah, he a whole wrecking ball. I heard he like piercing through the line, getting a lot of tackles for loss. Would be tackles for loss.
And what's scary about him is like, people are doubting him because he's getting older. It's like, oh, he's plus 30 now. And now when you got a player like that really haven't had no downfall season with a chip on your shoulder, you got a lot coming at you now.
Yeah,
so you know what I'm saying? You keep on doubting him. That's all we need. Doubt that big man because it's going to be a problem.
You played better when you happy. He happy here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jacksonville, it's like, yo, we stink, man. I ain't about to give it up. You don't want to give it your all. You know what I mean? And I like the veteran presence he brings to the D line. Surprisingly, I haven't heard too much about Wolf. I haven't heard you know what I mean?
Outside of his tweet saying he's happy he's home now.
Yeah,
I haven't heard no news. Like
I ain't really heard nothing like really jumping out about Wolf. So maybe he's a gamer. You know what I mean? Probably not. Probably just taking it slow in practice because I know he had an injury history. So maybe he just kind of taking it slow in practice. And maybe he's a gamer. Maybe he'll show up in the game. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Like an old school Kelly Gregg for us.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. As long as he show up in the game, I don't really care. I ain't really
right.
I mean, so as far as the linebackers, I'm hearing real good things about Patrick Quinn. I'm hearing you can really see his speed on the field.
And that's a big thing to do for that D line. Like them offensive linemen can't break off them D linemen, so that it frees your middle linebackers up to do middle linebacker stuff. So
because you can't double Big Baby and Calais. It's like you got to pick your poison. You know what I mean?
Right. And then you still got Matt Judon over there. So you definitely need to crack down over there too. So so, I definitely love our D line this season.
Yeah. So as long as they keep Patrick Queen clean. As long as they keep him clean, I think he's gonna be fine. I think putting LJ Fort next to him is real smart. You want a veteran out there. You don't want two rookies in the middle. I think the communication will be there with Chuck putting them in position, but I don't think you want two rookies in the middle.
Not in the middle, you know what I'm saying, directing traffic. No, you need that veteran presence out there to guide you through. And it's not like, he's like, he doesn't know football. I mean, he played at LSU, but like you gotta have, that person that's, I know it's late in the game, like it's a different field right now. This is what we gotta do. Boom, boom, boom. Get you set. And then we'll see week 5, week 6, you know what I'm saying? Maybe LJ Ford can go on the other side with next to Ferguson, teach him over there on the DN. I know he did some stuff on the outside linebacker stuff last season too. So You know what I mean?
So I think they just gonna play it like how they did when CJ came in and they had Daryl Smith in. So they kind of played beside each other. We just had that veteran next to him to kind of take him under his way and make sure he was good for real. So as far as the outside linebackers, I think I'm expecting a good year from Judon because he want to get paid.
Yeah, Judon definitely need his coins, yo.
Yeah, so I think Judon wants to get paid. So I think he'll have a good year. Tyus Bowser, I'm hearing he's looking better. He's in a contract year, and I think he's kind of like one of those guys you probably know we're not going to bring back unless he just has like a 17 sack season. You know, he got a super so reconsider that. You know what I mean? So I'm hearing decent things about Tyus Bowser, but we'll see how that plays out, man.
And I got high hopes for Tyus. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he was in his wrong position this first year. I think he plays better on the outside. I like his speed. He's a big boy on the outside too. So like him and Ferguson sharing that outside linebacker role, you know, and seeing who is going to take over like more dominant in the game time. I'm leaning a little bit towards Bowser on that. I think he'll probably take that over.
Oh yeah. And Ferguson, I haven't heard too much.
Yeah,
I haven't heard too much.
It's been a quiet camp for Ferguson. I haven't heard.
Yeah. Like it might be a play here and there where they might say his name, but I haven't heard too much about Ferguson.
Right.
As far as like outside linebackers, and then let's get to the meat and potatoes, man. The no fly man. I think the secondary is so stacked. Like I said, even without Earl, man, I think the other pieces are just so good that you know it won't be as bad if Deshaun is back there.
Right, and
I
even
think
without
you got a ball hawk and Marcus Peters. You got a shutdown physical corner and Marlon. You got Tavon shutting down the slot, and I'm hearing real good things about Tavon in the slot. He's breaking up passes. He's like all over the place. He's making plays on the ball. Like Tavon hungry. I just need him to stay healthy too.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, his injuries scare you, man. It'll be neck injuries with Tavon. Like we don't need that.
Right. If Tavon can stay healthy, and Jimmy is our number 4. When Jimmy, a healthy Jimmy is your number 4, I think you're in a real good spot if Jimmy is your number 4.
Yeah, I don't really feel like any kind of shaky ways about our secondary. No. Like everybody around the league know that the Ravens secondary is a problem. Like you're not picking on Marlon Humphrey. You're definitely not picking on Marcus Peters. Like, and now we got our boy back Tavon, and we still can't forget about Levine. Like, you know what I'm saying? The co-captain of the defense. Like, he'll come through in that dime nickel package. Like, dang, where number 41 come from? Like,
right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Our safety / linebacker / quarterback, probably whatever we need Levine to do. You know what I'm saying? He can only come through. So yeah, bro, I'm definitely excited for the defense to get out there this season.
Oh, we got to mention, Chuck Clark, man. That's mandatory, man. The brains of the operation, man. I just think he's so solid. Like he doesn't make a ton of splashy plays. He makes the right play. You know what I mean?
He definitely makes that right. He's definitely going to be at where he needs to be. Yeah.
Right. So he's always going to be in position to make a play. He doesn't do nothing too flashy. I don't remember seeing too many times of Chuck getting beat. When he comes up and helps him to run, he makes the tackle. I mean, Chuck is just so solid. And we got him for the low. I mean, I think he sounded like an $18 million deal or something like that. So to have the brains of the operation back there, man, and knows the defense in and out. Everybody talks about how smart Chuck is. You know what I mean? It's so good to have a player like that on the back end, man, to just kind of keep everybody else in position.
And I feel like with our team that we're so set up so well, you know what I'm saying? It definitely had to do something with the coaches. It's like when you lose Tony Jefferson, you know what I'm saying? You got Chuck Clark. When you lose Eric Weddle and Earl Thomas, you got Deshaun Elliott. You know what I'm saying? When you lose, like, unfortunate when Jimmy Smith went down, you know what I'm saying, in December a few seasons ago, you had Marlon Humphrey stepping in. Yeah. So it's like the way we develop our players, especially on defense, it's hard for other teams to take advantage of it because there's nothing to take advantage of. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And that solid back end helps the pass rush, man. So I know they got a lot. We got a lot of cover sacks last year, man. Got a lot of covers. One thing we did forget was Pernell. We need Pernell to stay healthy too, because Pernell was having he's linebacker. So Pernell was having a decent. If he can stay healthy, I think that'll help a little bit more too. So, all right. So the final question, man.
What we got, bro? What we got?
Everybody asking in the group, man. So, would you add Jadeveon Clowney to the Baltimore Ravens?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Why I would is because I believe adding someone like Clowney to our front to the defense is, to me, it's an all-star lineup. I'm thinking basketball, like you got LeBron, you got Kyrie, you got Clowney, what I'm saying, on one side, you got Judah on the other, and you got Big Baby and Clay in the middle. Like, you really not getting nowhere far with that lineup, and especially if we can revive Clowney, as in, like, I don't want the Seattle Clowney, I want Houston Clowney. Right. I want him being a problem, shutting down that tackle over there, wreaking havoc on that quarterback. So, like, if we can shut him down and get him over there, we can get him to coach our young guys, get him to coach up Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? And him and Purnell, because, Purnell was our Super Bowl, Super Bowl package. So get them together, you know what I'm saying, and really have some, you know what I'm saying. So I'm with it. I definitely think he'll be a good addition. It'll take the focus off of us releasing Earl Thomas, because everybody thinking like, oh, we got a void to fill. Who are we going to put up there? So that'll definitely give everybody in Raven Nation, especially, something to really be excited about. So yeah, I'm definitely with it.
All right, man. I'm gonna pull an old Ozzy motto: right player, right price. Right player, right price. When he was talking about leaving Seattle, everybody was talking about signing him. Now, I don't mind Jadeveon Clowney, the player, but Jadeveon Clowney, the player, at $20 million he was looking for, when you still got Garland, Stanley, Andrews, Lamar, it's just like, okay, he's a little injury prone to demand that type of money, and he never had double-digit sack season. So it was kind of like, I didn't want to sign him at $20 million a year. Like, this dude I didn't think he deserved $100 million this deal, because the money he was looking for, nobody paid him.
Yeah.
Nobody paid him.
It's like his production is like, you have that because, of course, you need to go back to your college tape, your big play, you cause that fumble, everybody wants you. It's like you have that production, but just yet asking for that big time contract, knowing that we still got to take care of our number ones, it's not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, so I just think, like, if we can get him on, like, if he get on like a cheap 1 year prove-it deal, like, he like, all right, look, the Ravens want me, they want to sign me $8 million real quick. I'll take that, and I got a 1 year prove-it deal. They got a top to bottom defense over there, so definitely he's coming into a good situation. So if he's right player, right price, I'm cool with it, just because of his injury history. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to send him to a top deal and he's not available. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's not break the bank for a player that might be on the sideline.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't want to go too excited for a player like, oh, we got Clowney, give him $30 million. No.
Yeah. And then if he's not there, you're gonna be upset. Like, we paying him all this money to sit on the bench and sitting out, you know what I mean, try to we paying him to be in a rehab room. You know what I mean? We don't want that. I really want at like $7-8 million real quick on a 1 year prove-it deal. I'm cool with that, but signing him to this huge deal, and he never like had that big sack. Yeah, he's not like a Von Miller, but I mean, he does make up for it in the run game. So I'm cool with that. Like I said, I'm cool with him on a right player, right price deal. Man.
Yeah, because like I said, like, with his speed and with his power, I think he can do more like in a pass rushing. But like, he's definitely that player that's going to shut down the running game. Like, he's going to shut down his side. You're not going to really stretch him out too far. He's going to shut that down. Right. But with the addition of definitely with Calais Campbell and everybody else on our team, that's definitely going to need to be double teamed. That's definitely going to free him up to get to that quarterback. So yeah, I'm with it.
Man, he's gonna have a lot of one-on-ones, man. Him and and then the back end shutting everything down. So you got time. You got time to get to the quarterback, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm real anxious to see what they do. If they do it, they got to be this week, because we got a game in 2 weeks. So
yes, sir. Got to get ready for them Browns.
Yes, sir.
They definitely, when I was away for that, and I heard that the Browns came to M&T and shut us down. That definitely crushed my spirits when I was in training, bro. We don't need that no more. So yeah, we got to get ready for these boys.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be ready. So Ravens Nation, it's a wrap, man. It's the first episode, man. Tune in on Mondays. We're gonna be dropping content. Anything we hear from training camp, anything we hear from practice, we're gonna do after the game, wrap up, all that, man. So stay tuned, man. We're gonna keep dropping content.
All right, y'all.
All right.